I'm speaking to you from the beyond because I'm not on screen. But, oh, there I am. We are back after that super exciting matchup. My name is Psychaotic. With me in the co-casting booth, I've got Offbeat, and on cams is Newton Dad. Welcome back to those of you who were watching earlier this evening where we saw the Bite of 87 take on Instinct and win. One of the biggest upsets I think we've ever had, and definitely the biggest one this season so far. So now, another master matchup that we've got coming at you right now. It'll be Oceans versus Zen. Offbeat. How are you feeling about this one? Especially off the excitement off of that last one.
Oh, well, I mean, I would throw out the phrase, how can it possibly top that? But I mean, we've seen crazier things happen, and at Master, we see crazy things happen often enough. These two teams here that we've got today, Oceans and Zen, have a long and storied history, particularly over the last two seasons, where they have, well, we won't sugarcoat it. It has been Oceans, or their equivalent previously, the Austin Burners, who have taken it every time. But the scores have been getting closer and closer. As last time these teams played, it was a 25-21 total score win for Oceans over Zen. So very close one. That was February 6th, so that was a month ago. Teams have had a lot of time to kind of get used to each other, get some more film on each other, and we're ready to go. So let's see if this is the magic time that Zen can turn it around as the clock is counting down, and we are underway here, as it is going to be Zen getting the head on that disc initially, but not able to pick it up, as Chrome is going to send it back in, bounce it up to the Law.
The Law going over to Mad on that far side. Mad walking this one forward with the cut to the Law, but it's going to be a little bit low out of the Law's hands and into the hands of Fire Ninja, looking for that clear, barely getting it by Mozzie, and it'll be in the hands of Lulz for just a second as he's going to take the long three, but that's going to bounce all the way out of the bubble, back into the hands of Fire Ninja, and oh no, another shot attempt there, but going off of the head of Isolate, so that means it's going to get almost cleared all the way back through into the hands of Mad, and now this time, the clear will go through into the hands of Mad, but not for long, up to Mozzie. Mozzie going for Chrome, and Chrome gonna dunk this one in for the first 2 points of this round.
That play unfortunately made by the save coming out from Zen there, blocking that open three and casting it to the side as the turn back the other way, as Oceans makes quick work of that and puts it in. As really, it's going to be, it's a 5-point swing, especially early on. That is going to hurt as you go from possibly being up 3 to now being down 2. That can really hurt. Let's see if they're able to turn that around here, as it doesn't look like it, as it's going to be the Law picking up the disc at shoulder. Not quite going to get that 3, but is still going to sing it and take a quick 4-0 lead, as Oceans taking a commanding start here. And I will hydrate. Thank you, C. Jason.
Yeah, thank you, C. Jason. Lulz saw the Law coming. He saw him turn around there, keeping an eye on him, trying to get that block up, but inevitably the Law was able to leech, get ahead of Lulz, and get that shot off. So now it will be Zen looking to answer back. Fire Ninja going down to Lulz, and Lulz gonna get stunned out. Didn't see that stack coming. Chrome gonna try to clear this one through. It's gonna bounce off of the midfield Geos and back down into the hands of Fire Ninja, but Fire Ninja is going to lose it to the Law, and the Law going to get this one sent forward up to Mozzie. Mozzie walking this one forward and trying to take the shot, and oh my goodness, let me watch the replay on that. I don't know if it was a technical goal or Isolate pulled it in or what, but points are points, and now Oceans is up by 6 of them.
Wow, no one thought the shot was coming there. At least I didn't think the shot was coming there. No. That looked like a textbook pass across. The pass was going to be there the whole time, and then just on the flick, boom, and it's in the goal. A great little shot, good little misdirect, as the pass really kind of pulling at least my attention away from that, as back the other way now. It is Lulz with the disc, not going to hang on to it too long this time, is going to get it across, and Fire Ninja is going to have it picked up near Pac-Man. Gonna send it back to Isolate, who now has some time on the ceiling, looking for things to open up, has an open man on the boot. That is Lulz again, down underneath with time, with 2 coming at him, but no, he's gonna send it across to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja now to shield. Oh, looking to duck under his Isolate, but not able to finish, as it will be slapped out, and the immediate threat cleared away, as it's picked up by Mozzie and cleared all the way in, deep into the Zen zone.
deep into the Zen zone, but now bouncing out into the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja is going to find that clear, sending it deep, but Mozzie will be there first, and here comes the counter clear, right back down into Zen's end of the field, bouncing underneath Ghost into the hands of the Law. The Law driving, oh no, not driving in, going off of post and resetting to Mozzie, and Mozzie going to double reset it back to Mad up on the cloud. And Mad going to slow this one down here, wait for those opportunities to open up, wait for that defense to push, sending it over to Chrome eventually on the Pac-Man. Chrome gonna drift over to Bowtie and send it down low to Mozzie. Mozzie looking for that reset and does find it in the form of the Law up at Cloud. The Law gonna bounce pass over to Mad. Mad on the shoulder, juking around and off the head of Chrome, or was it a slap? What was that?
That's a headbutt goal.
It's a headbutt goal! And it will be good for 2 points. And now Ocean's up by 8.
I was sitting here watching this whole series thinking, all right, you know what? Oceans is up by 6. They're going to take their time, wait for that perfect chance. There are plenty of chances that I, as a player, would have given those cut passes or taken those into the net. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, which apparently, as Lulz gets the first 2 points of the game the other way, which apparently the best chance they're going to have is bouncing it off of their teammate's head in front of the goal in a great little soccer play. But yes, let's focus on Zen for a moment, as Zen does get on the board with their first 2 points, a crucial 2 points to kind of stem the bleeding, and it'll be Lulz putting them back within 6.
Yeah, back within 6, but now it'll be Oceans with the possession, looking to answer back over to the Law. The Law going back to Mozzie. Mozzie looking to get this one sent through to Mad, and does. Mad going across to Chrome on the floor. He's going to go up now to Mozzie, and Mozzie's going to put that in for another 2 quick points for Oceans. Some beautiful pass work and possession there that we just saw from Oceans. And not a lot of resets. They didn't need them, but just the slow and steady up the field, making sure that they keep that possession, keep it away from that stack from Zen. It worked out, and they were able to convert it for points. So now it will be Isolate, sending that one across to Heck. Heck gonna go across, looking for Fire Ninja, but it'll be in the hands of Mad. Mad going up to Mozzie, it will connect. Mozzie going back to Chrome, and Chrome resetting to Mad. Now they're playing a little bit more conservative here, and they totally can get away with it. They're up by 8. There's no reason to push here unless they see that perfect opportunity. And now it'll be Mad going up to Chrome. Chrome going across to the Law. The Law driving in, looking for Mozzie, and Mozzie another 2 points, putting them up 12-2 now.
Yeah, the Law doing an excellent job there of reading when the perfect time to make that pass is. You always kind of run a little bit of a risk when you hold the disc for a little while longer, especially as a stack is coming at you, as Zen had coming in there. But no, great job. Perfectly timed getting rid of that before the stun came in. And because he waited so long to draw in that stack, really just opened up his teammate on top of the goal there for the really easy goal that was really well set up. As back the other way now, here comes Oceans after stealing this. The long three is in, dinging in off the post. It's gonna be Mad putting that one in, 15-2, as Oceans is rolling.
Can't stop the motion of the ocean, apparently, as you're right, yeah, up by 13 with 3 minutes to go. You know, technically there's time here for Zen, but I think it's time they just start focusing on taking some momentum to bring in with them to the next round. So we'll get sent up to Lulz. Lulz going across to Fire Ninja on the floor. Back to Lulz now, driving in, and just like that, 2 more points for Zen.
Yeah, great little counterplay there. They got in, they got into the offensive zone, and they got in with space. It was a very nice, simple 2-on-1 at the end of the play because of how well they did to move the disc up and to keep it moving before the defense could really find a target and find their way back towards the goal there. As back the other way, moving incredibly quick as some long passes. It's Mad with space under the disc, no immediate stack pressure, and Mad is gonna put that one in, tucking it into the bottom pocket underneath the goalie. 17-4 now, as every time Zen gets a blow in, they just get rocked right back in the jaw. 17-4 now, and I think that about does it for the math. We got 2 minutes left here, but at this point, Zen is basically playing to set themselves up for round 2.
Yeah, it's really hard to build up some momentum on a team that is able to move the disc up the field that quickly with their joust advantage, and, you know, they just will not be stopped here. as that is going to bounce low into the Zen bubble, recovered here by the Law. The Law looking for one more cut to Mozzie, but the read comes through from that Zen stack, and they're able to stop that drive, sending it through. The clear will be good, bouncing into the Ocean's bubble, but nobody is going to get a hand on it. There was a stun that came through, and the other two overshot it, but Lulz will recover, sending it over to Isolate on the bow tie. Isolate looking to send it back to Lulz. It does connect off the bounce. A reset now to Heck. Heck going back down to Lulz on the Pac-Man. Lulz going down low to Fire Ninja. One more cut up to Heck. And Heck gonna put this one away for another 2 points for Zen. So definitely now, you know, it looks like they're more comfortable. It looks like they're finding their footing. And though it might be too late for this round, I hope to see that continue into the next round.
Yeah, Zen absolutely doing a better job here. Much more consistent play. Like, they haven't been gaining ground on Oceans by any stretch, but they have definitely been doing a better job of kind of keeping even with them. I'm sure we look back at, as of a certain point, they're probably pretty close in scores, as now it's back across to Chrome. Chrome is going to back up with this one. Look for that reset back up to Cloud as they have 45 seconds left on the clock. Sure, Oceans is probably looking to just kill as much of this as they can, and they're be giving a lot of space. Zen not really putting any pressure on the Law. The Law gonna take it in. They fight the Law, and the Law wins it, putting it in for a 19-6 lead. You can't give them that much space to work with, as wow, finally they decide to collapse in all 4 of them, but it's too little too late. Wow.
I don't think they gave him that much space. There was 4 people between him and the goal, and he just went for it anyway. And it works, and Mozzie oh my god, the Law attempting to steal that one. I see you, but Mozzie will put that in for the long 3, and that'll do it for this round. A final score of 22-6 in favor of Oceans.
22-6. Wow, that is, if you're Zen, you're coming into this game. Your season hasn't been going great so far since the end of the cycle. You're sitting here at, what is it? I think we're 0-2 so far. Only really put up 17 points in those 2 games. And I mean, they're not necessarily on track to break that trend right now. As, you know, it's a pretty decisive game, and it hasn't just been a single player. You look down the stat sheet, Mozzie, the Law, Chrome, Mad, all getting on the scoreboard in meaningful ways. No one really carrying too much, and I think pretty telling, no saves on them either. Not because they've been missing them, just because they haven't needed to make any, really.
Yeah, I mean, when you've only got three goals that went in, all of them 2-pointers, there's not much you need to save. You save what you can, and then the rest just go in. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, all of Zen's opportunities there were one-on-ones or close to it with one offensive member and the goalie. So not much you can do on there. A great observation. Not many saves, but not many needed.
Yeah, and I mean, and the assists, honestly, and the assists kind of tell a good story, as Oceans is really playing the, I don't know, I want to say the slow game, but the unselfish game, as they really are doing a good job of spreading it around and drawing out the defense to get those perfect opportunities. If they have the quick perfect opportunities, they're taking them. They're recognizing them, and they're pouncing on it, and they're taking those open shots. But they're doing a great job of recognizing which playstyle to play when, as the Law now with the disc, in a bounce under boot, as they're threatening to take the first points of the round. You definitely don't want that if you're Zen. Passes over to Mozzie. Mozzie with some space, not with a lot of open targets though, as Mozzie has some space, is gonna cut in, is gonna take that shot out of the reach of the goalie. And just it's what you hated to see if you're Zen. Oceans out here, 26 seconds in, walks it in, seemingly having no problem controlling that disc and taking the early lead.
That was incredible from Mozzie, juking out those 2 defenders to open up the shot lanes, and then finding that cross shot just out of the goalie's reach. Just beautiful job by Mozzie to get it down in a one-man army. It'll now be Mad with the disc, sending that one over to Chrome. Chrome gonna send this one up, but it'll be intercepted there by Heck, who's gonna send that one down low. The bounce to Fire Ninja, and the slam dunk. Oh, it looks like Oceans may have been there in time, but the points will go in favor of Zen, tying this game up now at 2 apiece.
Great little counterattack off the interception. They're doing a good job of putting it in before most of Zen could really recognize and react to what happened off of that turnover. Oh, as the disc is missed here on the joust, and here they come the other way. It's going to be Fire Ninja making no mistake and getting that 3. As wow, a really unfortunate play for Oceans there. Just zooming right by it, and Zen will say thank you very much and grab their first lead of this game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that. Zen, you know, the Oceans may be above, or at least playing above Zen right now, but Zen will still capitalize on that if you give them that opportunity, as now it'll be Mad, stunned out by Lulz. Lulz getting this one cleared through, bouncing off the trap into the hands of Isolate. A long 3 attempt, and it will be good. A beautiful pocket shot there, going in for 3, and Zen, just like that, is up 8-2.
Where was this before? Zen doing a great job with these counterattacks. Like, that's what it's been every time. It's been, the disc will get turned over, for some reason or another. Maybe it's a bad pass, or maybe it's a good defensive play, but they have been doing a good job here of getting it to the goal quickly before Oceans can really get set back up. It's gonna be interesting to see now if Oceans tries to adapt their play style, if they want to try and prevent those quick counterattacks, or if they instead are going to try and just double down and just stop making the mistakes that have been causing these counterattacks. As it's Mozzie now moving in, looking, is going to reset it all the way back. It's not super accurate though, and the stack is coming back as Lulz with the disc. Is going to get it slapped out of his hand by a stack running by. Stack does forget to stop and actually recover that disc though, so it is going to give some time for them to set it, but no. Yes, no? It's going to bounce back and forth, but neither team really being able to get a lock on it. Is eventually going to be picked up by Chrome, who's going to send it into the Zen zone. Temporarily. Back the other way, though.
And oh my goodness, no, not quite. I really thought that shot was in. It would have been beautiful, but Zen will keep the possession. Isolate to Lulz, and oh no, through the hands of Mad. It'll go in for another 2 points there for Zen. And that is what happens when you don't give up on a play. It was back and forth there in the midfield for a while. The stuns, the brawls, the steals, but eventually it was Zen coming away with it, persistence, and they were able to convert it for some points, as it'll now be the Law QBing, sending that one up to Mozzie. Mozzie going to send that one to Chrome. Chrome right back to Mozzie, and then across to Mad. The goalie is home, so there's no shot lane open. He's going to have to walk this one forward a little bit, looking for those passes. It'll be off the head of Heck, though, bouncing into the hands of the Law. The Law going to cross this one up to Mozzie on ceiling. Mozzie driving down and will find the goal. A 19-meter-a-second shot. Going to jam that one in there for another 2 points.
Yeah, great little job there with Mozzie recognizing that had enough space to kind of walk it in and move it up. He had a teammate on the top of the goal ready to stun or ready for the pass if need be. But no, well, not necessary, as there was enough space to kind of walk that in as Oceans finally stop stemming the tide of this real onslaught that it has been. Back the other way, and let's see if they can put another one in. Got time? No! Great save by Isolate to kind of keep it from going back the other way in a hurry. And Lulz now clearing it down, has a teammate rushing in, but the stack back from Oceans is quicker. Will be the first to it, but won't be able to pick it up as 5 Ninja looks to take that 3. But Mad doing a good job of reading that hand position is going to clear it back the other way, and it does fall deep down into the Zen zone.
Into the hands of Mozzie now. Mozzie looking for that cross over to Mad underneath the goal, and Mad will drive that in for another 2 points for Oceans, cutting the lead now to only 4. Great work there by Oceans to get this going, and they're not letting this lead from Zen get to their heads. They're still playing that calm, controlled game that we saw in round 1. It's just, I think Zen is executing a little bit better here. It'll be Isolate picking this one up, going up to Heck. Heck looking for that cross, ends up hitting the midfield islands instead. Fire Ninja not quite able to handle it, so it'll be Isolate grabbing it and sending that one up the field, bouncing into the hands of Chrome. Chrome gonna get that one sent up to Mozzie. Mozzie taking the long 3. No, not quite. Off the shield, bouncing toward the midfield. Just out of the reach for Lulz. No, Lulz is able to get to it. Now into the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja sending this one into the bubble, but Mozzie's there to pick that one up.
Yeah, Mozzie now is going to clear it down the tunnel as the stack is right on it from Zen. They do a good job, and the stack accuracy is looking quite good. As Fire Ninja, though, not quite able to connect on that pass or clear attempt, as it is going to be picked up by Mad, is looking for Mozzie, but no, that lane very quickly cut down by Lulz. As here comes the stack back the other way. Let's see if they can get another one. He's on the counterattack. The net is open. The 3 isn't quite there, as it's going to go low and wide, and it's going to bounce all the way back out, though. And Heck moving in there nicely to... Oh... Was going to try and set it up again, but no, good interception by Chrome. As back the other way, the long shot is bouncing in and is picked up by Lulz, coming back on the backstack underneath the goal. And he'll clear the immediate threat away and then, make another save on the 3 just for the heck of it. We'll try to clear it out again and we'll at least get it up to the mid. But no, it's going to be Oceans picking it up again. The Law with the disc with an open man up top, cutting, taking the shot, and Chrome finishing that one. And just like that, it was a 10-2 lead that has now been cut to 10-8. As the Law doing a good job to find Chrome streaking in there, and Chrome putting it in before the goalie could react, as with 3 minutes left now, and we got ourselves a 2-point game.
I just want to point out that Isolate had his hands up. He read that it was going in that top pocket area, and though he just was barely unable to reach it, Chrome with the perfect placement to squeak it in between Rim and Isolate's hands. Just outstanding shot placement there. But anyway, this is now going to be into the hands of Heck, but Heck barely getting that reset off to Isolate. Isolate not quite able to handle it. No, he will recover. Going up now, looking for Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja over to Lulz. No, Lulz just wasn't ready for it. It'll be recovered now by Heck. Heck over to Isolate.
Oh.
No! Isolate not ready for that pass. Probably was expecting the drive for the shot. Either way, they will keep the possession, though, into the hands of Lulz. Lulz going across to Isolate on the bow tie. And now up to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for that cut to Lulz, and Lulz is gonna find the goal for another 2 points, extending that lead back up now 12-8.
Oh, a couple missed opportunities there, and if you are Zen, you're breathing a sigh of relief that you finally put one of those in after what were some just gifts that they just couldn't finish and they couldn't put away. I'm sure they're glad that they finally got one in here, because that 2-score lead is going to be pretty crucial as we hit 2 minutes left. As Mozzie now with it, looking up the tunnel. Oh, good job there by I believe it was Chrome, to get it away from the stack coming in, as the clear is intercepted. It's Mozzie with all the time in the world. 4-1. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Law, putting it in for 2 points and cutting this lead back to 2.
This is anybody's game. A minute and a half to go, and Zen barely holding on right now by 2 points. So they've got to win. They've got to hold on for the rest of this round and send it to round 3 if they want a chance at this game, or it could be Oceans taking it in 2 if they're able to close that gap and get the win here. Fire Ninja up to Lulz, but Lulz gets stunned out before he can handle it into the hands of Mad. Mad gonna juke around on the floor before sending it through that tunnel. Intercepted by Isolate. Isolate walking this one forward, looking to send it up to Lulz, but it's gonna hit some Geo instead. It's now bouncing loose in the midfield into the hands of Heck. Heck sending it down low to Fire Ninja, a little bit below him, but he comes away with it anyway. The shot will be no good off the rim, and it'll be slapped away by Mad in toward the midfield, who will be there first. No stacks are together. I lied. Zen stack is together. They will be there first. An attempt to send up to Fire Ninja there, but Fire Ninja was stunned out, and that'll now get cleared by Oceans, picked up by Isolate, and Isolate clearing it right back.
Yeah, any points here from Zen will put the game away, as they had that one ding off the post earlier and had another chance there to finish it off, as it is passed up to Lulz. Lulz now moving in on the break, and that will do it, as Lulz is going to get that 2-pointer, putting his team up to 14. Lulz, with his team leading 8th point of this game so far, will put them up 14-10 and will force a game 3 here. Crucially, Zen looking all out of sorts when this game first started, but has really pieced it together here with a strong opening to this round and then a strong enough finish to this round, as really kind of like we saw in our first match of the evening, as the teams kind of seemed a little disparate as it started, but coming closer together as the round has gone on, until now we've got a round 3 where it really could go either direction.
Yeah, it really could go either way, but for a second, I really want to shout out that Fire Ninja and Lulz stack. They weren't very present in round 1, and it showed with how decisive of a win Oceans took. But in that round, we saw them all over the place, pressuring those passes, getting back in time for the long threes to cover those shots, working together up in the bubble. A lot of those goals were Fire Ninja to Lulz and Lulz to Fire Ninja. They came alive in that round, and I think that was the difference there that we saw from Zen that led them to win that round. Did you see the same thing, or do you think something else was happening with Zen to come alive there?
No, I think you're definitely on the mark with that one. Thank you, C. Jason, for the hydrate, and hi, Burnsy in the chat. Thank you for saying hi. Always love to interact with the chat here. But no, it's been really wild. I've been seeing Zen. I'm wondering if this is going to come back to bite them, because they really got a lot of their chances in that early round early in that round off of fast breaks, and you could see they kind of adjusted their playstyle. They have been playing for the fast break. They've been keeping players in the offensive zone ready for those counterattacks, and it's been giving some counterattacks back the other way, as they haven't really been able to get set up on defense a ton. So it's be interesting to see if that ends up working out for them. As we are live now in round 3, Mozzie coming in early. That net is open, not open enough though. Isolate sliding over to somehow get a hand on that and keep it out of the corner pocket. Doesn't matter. Mozzie's gonna get it as the rebound gets sent to him very neatly by Chrome, and he will put that away. But hey, nothing to take away from that great save by Isolate.
That save was killer, and just super unfortunate for Zen that they weren't able to get it out and capitalize on that opportunity. Ocean's coming away with it in the end, but Zen will have an opportunity to answer back here with this joust advantage as that gets sent all the way up to Fire Ninja, and Fire Ninja does not see the stack coming. That's why you need some red calls, and it will get taken away from him. Isolate will recover, though, taking the long 3, gonna be off the shield, bouncing out toward the midfield into the hands of the Law. The Law down in the trap area will send this one through the tunnel, bouncing low, now in the hands of Fire Ninja again. That stack between Fire Ninja and Lulz just always there, as here they come again. It'll be Lulz picking this one up, sending it high up to Isolate. Isolate's gonna back this one out to Heck. Heck to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for the goal, but Mad is there to shut it down. And here comes the clear. The stacks are together. It'll be a race. It's going to be Lulz getting that headbutt to keep it away from Mozzie. And Fire Ninja looking for that clear, but won't quite find it as it now ends up in the hands of Mad. Mad up to Mozzie. Mozzie looking for the goal, hits the rim instead. Now in the hands of Lulz, and Lulz another clear attempt that'll also be no good as Chrome will get a hand on it, but he will get stunned out, and Fire Ninja will recover, looking to get it cleared again, but again no good. And finally the clear attempt is good, bouncing into the Ocean's bubble into the hands of the Law, and the Law gonna clear this one right back.
Yeah, this early round, as we're 2 minutes in, with only 2 points on the board, has really been defined by the saves so far, as we've been seeing great saves on both ends. Nice little pass there, reaching around the defense as Fire Ninja finds Lulz somehow, as that long 3 is going to go in with the goalie in the goal. You don't see that too often here, but a great shot, picking that top corner, putting it out of the reach of the goalie. That's what you do if the goalies are on. If the goalies are on point and they're having those reaction times, all you can really do is put it out of their reach and find those pockets, as Lulz did there with a great little shot and a very nice pass to get it to him around a defender. As back the other way now comes Oceans. It's going to be Mad underneath the goal, looking, but disconnecting there as the pass isn't quite going to land. It's going to get slapped back in a reset back to Isolate. And Isolate will clear it, at least out of the immediate zone. Heck's going to pick it up and pounce it through the tunnel. And Fire Ninja with a nice little move to grab the disc and avoid the stun is going to send it in. But no, it's going to be Mozzie getting back on that initial threat and clearing it up to mid.
Oh, but the clear isn't going to go through. Fire Ninja going to get there, sending it up to Isolate. Isolate with the slap, but no, it'll be off the rim. You can't do that with only a 1-point lead. Mad with it for just a second, but he gets stunned out. Mozzie trying to finish that clear, finds the stack, but the Law gets stunned out before he can handle it. Now in the hands of Chrome for Oceans, and he's going to reset it to Mozzie. And Mozzie's going to send it up to the Law on the floor. The Law going up to Mozzie again. Mozzie driving in, and he will find that cross pocket with a 19 for another 2 points, putting Oceans up 4-3.
Wow, incredible shot. We're seeing the shot placement really come to shine here, as they've both realized, oh, the goalies are putting in work today, as we've been seeing some excellent placement on these shots. And one of the first, I want to say probably the first lead change we've seen here today. Usually the teams that have gone up early haven't really ever relinquished that lead, but we are seeing a nice back and forth here in this third game, as the Law making some moves, getting that cleared. Wow, what a pass, hitting Chrome in stride. Chrome with space, with time, not enough time, as it's gonna be kept out by Lulz. That backstack getting back and putting in the work on defense and preventing preventing a 2 points to turn it back the other way to a 3-point lead.
And that will bounce now into the hands of Lulz. Lulz with a lane, but not for long. Opts for the pass to Fire Ninja. And Fire Ninja going to put it away with a 19 of his own. We're gonna get that lead back now for Zen at 5-4. This back and forth is what I live for. When the teams are evenly matched, nobody's running away with it with momentum. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. And you don't know what's going to happen with these remaining 5 minutes, as it'll be Oceans looking to answer back here. The Law sending this one through, looking up to Mad. Mad going across to Mozzie on the, I'm sorry, to Chrome on the floor. And Chrome going to send this one back under pressure from that stack to the Law. The Law going to send it right back to the Chrome, though. There's the cross now to Mad, driving in, looking for Mozzie, and Mozzie is going to bounce it off that bottom pocket into the goal. Another lead change here. Oceans up 6-5.
Yeah, want to draw attention on that one to Chrome, getting a very good goalie stun there. Clearly, as you can see the shot, Mozzie is waiting patiently, seeing that stun coming in, as clearly they were communicating and getting ready for that stun. And after the stun, another goalie filled in, so they still had to find that bottom pocket. They couldn't take the center pocket, which is, of course, the middle pocket is Furkar's best. Is back the other way. Lulz now with the assist from Fire Ninja, and these teams cannot settle down. Another lead change, this time 7-6 for Zen.
This back and forth is just absolutely crazy. Some beautiful passing work that we're now seeing from Zen earlier in the first 2 rounds. They weren't quite able to connect a lot with those passes because Oceans was there to read them, but something has changed and they're able to get it working, as now it will be in the hands of Chrome for Oceans in the popcorn, I'm sorry, in the trap area. Chrome looking for that bounce pass to the Law, but a little bit of miscommunication there. Recovered there by Mad. He's attempting to slap that one into the bubble, but Lulz is there first, and Lulz will get this one cleared, bouncing low into the valley area. It'll be a stack race. Who will be there first? It'll be Chrome, but the pocket pick from Lulz, and the long shot will be no good as it goes a little bit high. Another chance here as Lulz has it again, going up to Isolate, and Isolate gonna look for the goal, but he won't find it either. Bouncing out into the hands of Fire Ninja, and Fire Ninja opts to reset to Heck to slow this one down. Heck sending it up to Lulz on the cloud, who's gonna walk forward a little bit, stopping at Ghost, drawing out that pressure from Chrome before going back to Heck on the bow tie. Heck up to Isolate, and Isolate finding the other side of the goal. An insane crossbody shot that I don't think Mad saw coming. I didn't see it coming, and I can see the whole arena. And now it'll be an extended lead, 9-6 for Zen.
Isolate go down, Disc go up. That is a hard shot to line up to get accurate. Not just to get accurate on the goal, but then getting it accurate to get it out of the goalie's reach while falling down. That is an incredible shot. Really something that can only come with a lot of practice. Back the other way here is Mad. Mad with a cross. Oh, the save by Isolate initially, but not able to keep it out of the goal, as even though Zen was getting their first back-to-back points that we'd seen from anyone in a while here, clearly it's not enough to start a huge tide of momentum, as back the other way, speaking of the tide, is coming Oceans, putting this back to a 1-point game.
I'm not over that stop from Isolate. That is so unfortunate, but it happens. Chrome sending this one back in, but no, it's going to be off the shield into the hands of the Law. Under pressure, they're going to send this one forward, but it's way ahead of its target, so Lulz is going to scoop that one up. An attempted clear coming through, but Mad on the back line, ready to read, sending it up to the Law. The Law getting stunned out by that Lulz and Hex stack. Lulz looking to clear this one through. It gets by one of the Oceans players, but not the other, as Mozzie grabs that, sends it to Mad. Mad to Chrome, and Chrome bouncing that one forward into the hands of the Law underneath the Pac-Man. Just under 2 minutes to go, and only a 1-point lead here for Zen. It'll be the Law walking this one forward, and maybe driving forward off the boot, juking around under pressure from Lulz, looking for that pass, and will connect with Mozzie. Mozzie driving in now, and he will find the back of the net for another 2 points, putting Oceans up 10-9.
Another lead change. We got 1:30 left, and we have just been back and forth this whole game. A great little recognition by Mozzie. You could feel, especially when the disc is bouncing free like that, you get the disc and you realize, oh, I got to do something with it quick here. But Mozzie, whether it's through comms from the teammates or just his own spatial awareness, doing a good job to recognize, oh, I actually have time to turn this around and take it into the goal. Because really, a lot of people would be taking that reset pass there, but no, Mozzie doing a good job of recognizing that there was a lane open to the goal. As with a minute left now, it's bouncing around for quite a while. It is gonna be sorry, Zen getting to it and clearing it, but not all the way out. Heck is gonna get stunned by Mozzie, as Mozzie is gonna be able to reset this back, but not in time as that stack comes in. It's Lulz with the teammate as it's getting cleared all the way in. 40 seconds left. Is this gonna be another lead change? It is. The inside shot from Fire Ninja. 36 seconds on the clock. The lead has changed again. It's gonna be last goal wins. The question is, was that the last one, or does Oceans have one more in the tank?
You know, not the one thing, but one of the worst parts about a 1-point lead is that means there is no overtime. I'm feeling greedy. I wanted the round 3 overtime, but that's okay. The Law picking this one up for Oceans. One more opportunity here. Up to Mozzie. Mozzie down low to Mad. Mad driving in, looking for Mozzie, and Mozzie gonna put it away and win the game for Oceans 12-11.
Woo! That was incredibly quick movement down the field. How did they get it all the way down and in position to score that quick? Yeah, that's it. That's 3 games. Ocean takes it. Zen putting up a lot more of a fight than they looked like they were going to initially. But wow, incredible final game. Thank you so much to both these teams. I know we got to get moving to another game right now. We still got 2 more on the slate for you. Psycha, any last thoughts before we transition over to our next one?
None. I have no words. That was just absolutely crazy. The lead changes there, the momentum shifts, everything being even in that round 3 was beautiful, and I could not have asked for a better round. But as you said, we do need to run to our next game. It will be Sirens versus... Oh my gosh, I had this pulled up. I'm a mess tonight, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Sirens versus someone.
Stranded.
And Stranded. Thank you. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Another exciting matchup. And then we also have another master matchup after that. So without further ado, bye-bye. See you in a few.
Easy going right there. VRware. Our passion is for the future.
There are a great many natural wonders in the wide lands of Echo Arena. A place of near-zero moderation, nature exists unhindered in all of its beauty. Among the more intriguing creatures in this ecosystem is the Permagoli. A naturally timid creature, the Permagoli is born with one dominating instinct: to protect the goal, no matter the cost. Many echo scientists speculate that the Permagoli evolved from its cousin, the Hockey Goalie, a creature that has been bred over countless generations to remain close within its blue confines, only exiting when necessary to defend its territory. But while the Hockey Goalie developed this instinct out of necessity, the reason behind the habits of the Echo Permagoli remain a mystery to much of the scientific community. And yet, here it sits, nature's embarrassing mistake. Without the Permagoli's support, the rest of the herd flounders in the offensive zone, being unable to penetrate the enemy's established defense. The herd's only real chance at a goal is a fast break. If goals cannot be obtained, it is very likely that the herd may not acquire enough rations to survive the harsh winter months. It only takes about 4 points to feed a family of 4 through the winter, but without the Permagoli's support on the hunt, even this milestone might be too optimistic. The family may not survive long enough to reproduce, natural selection doing its work. With the disc in his zone, the Permagoli thrives, following the play and finding himself in the heat of the action, defending their home from intruders. He will prevent the easy 3-point play by his mere presence on occasion, and it is with this that he feels the most satisfaction. This, in his mind, justifies all the sacrifice. What a great opportunity to re-grab with a teammate to pursue and set up an offense. But no, the Permagoli stays in the net, ever fearful of a counter-push. And with his refusal to move, it's only a matter of time until the disc is lost yet again. But the Permagoli cares not, for in his mind, he now feels justified for his decision. For if he had pushed, surely the goal would now be exposed. No, the goal remains safe under his tender watch. In this instance, the family has attempted to entice the Permagoli away from the goal with promises of fewer scoring chances if they can control the disc. But in the end, they only leave frustrated. The Permagoli is stubborn and has detrimental deep-set beliefs that can be hard to sway. But look, this young Permagoli has been left alone in his goal for a long time. It's been nearly a minute since there was any dangerous activity near the bubble. Permagolis are usually not prone to fits of inquisitiveness, but even the most mature Permagoli cannot suppress their curiosity forever. He moves up to nest, just breaking the plane of the 3-point bubble, and peers out towards the rest of the arena. The action out there certainly looks thrilling, but he cannot risk leaving the goal undefended. He makes a move towards Bowtie, uncertainly, but is spooked by the sudden clearing of the disc. Hastily, he makes his retreat back to the goal. There should be no easy threes scored while he is on watch. So another time, perhaps. The permagoalie is a species that approaches extinction at the higher ranks, and so spottings in these parts are much rarer. If you've met a permagoalie in a recent match, treat them with compassion. They are a pitiful breed, and won't last long in the harsh, unforgiving climate of pub matches. A pat on the head and words of compassion are about all you can provide. And so ends our look at the permagoalie, a wily and unusual creature, and one of the many wondrous components of the Echo Arena ecosystem. I've been Offbeat, and we are Arsenic.
Echo VR to me is a promise from my childhood fulfilled.
Growing up, I was always obsessed with sci-fi and space, and when I get into the arena, it feels kind of like I was beamed into this alternate world.
I can't really sum up in words just how much Echo Arena means to me, how much it's impacted my life and how it's made me grow as a person.
Echo to me, it's more than a game.
It's kind of become like a second kind of life, I guess.
It's a sort of method of escapism, if you get me.
It's nice being in another world, I guess.
Like a place where I gotta like express my emotions.
Getting away from everyday life sometimes.
I can escape into a reality that I've always wanted to experience.
I didn't imagine something like Echo would come up. It felt like a pipe dream at some point.
If I were to explain to a stranger what Echo Arena is, I couldn't.
If you try to explain to someone, you actually throw the disc like, okay, dude.
You have to try it. You have to be there.
The one thing that Echo has that no other game really has is the movement.
I've played so many VR games where just using the joystick to jump around feels so unnatural.
But for Echo, the fact that it's 0G and you can like use your hands to bounce off things, and the fact that when you grab objects, it collides with the nearest surface, it really makes the game feel more immersive.
No other game so far has made me feel that I'm transferring to another body.
It's a disassociation with real life.
It's so immersive that I'm able to completely forget that I'm not actually there in that environment.
What I love most about Echo is just the fact that it's not even really a game. Like, it doesn't feel like a game.
It feels like you're going outside. It doesn't feel like you're staying in the room you're in.
Yeah, forget that I'm just standing in the living room.
Whacking my walls, I've broken a controller already. I just forget about everything else.
Echo Arena is way more than just a regular computer game.
It transcends what the most people would call a game.
When you're playing Echo, you're not playing a video game, you're playing a sport.
So anyone could play Echo because the controls are super intuitive and the gameplay is very easy and simple.
You get in, boost out, throw the disc to your teammate, and hopefully score some 3-pointer or 2-pointer.
But the more you play, the more you learn just how tiny things can affect the game.
Every time I think that I now have some solid grasp of how all of the mechanics work, I meet someone who offers an entirely new perspective.
Just the controls are simple, but there's so much you can do with it.
I could keep on making these small changes, even when you have not the disc in your hand. You can always change a little thing.
To the extent that you're training an hour a day, every day for 2 weeks just to make a regrab a fragment of a second quicker.
The range of emotions you experience when you play this game is so wide.
It's really enjoyable because it's got all these different elements, like especially the competitive side.
It didn't take me long to start looking for a team, and this was when everything changed.
Getting to play with a team brought a whole new aspect to it.
You and your team, you're training together, you're working to beat other teams, and when you do, you get an amazing sense of accomplishment.
It really brings you together with other people.
The entire game is based off of teamwork.
You have to be able to work with your team, because if you're an individual player in Echo, no one cares.
I don't think I would have had the same ability to work with other people under high pressure if I never played Echo before.
And I have probably met my closest friends that I'll ever have because of this game.
Other games bring people together, yeah. There's just something about Echo that does it in a different way.
I think I've made a couple of really close friendships that's gonna last far outside the arena.
Honestly, like, my best friends in life are people I've met in Echo.
There's a person that I met in Echo that I will be marrying this coming fall.
I think if the community keeps growing, then I could definitely see Echo getting some of the professional esports attention that it really deserves.
It's just insane how much it grew. I honestly believe that Echo can become like a really big esports.
And it has grown the sense of esports for VR.
I think the next big jump for Echo will be the one that just absolutely blows it into the mainstream.
In season 1 there was 15 teams, but now there's like 200, and we're in season 3.
I honestly think VR is going to be the future.
Especially when VR really takes off. I feel like Echo will be one of the top games that will be shown to people.
Because the future that Echo VR deserves is the one where the entire world sees what we all have seen, that this is the future of sport. Space. The final frontier. These are the words of Gene Roddenberry. Our parents and grandparents dreamed of going to space. They looked to the stars and they imagined galaxies worth of stories and possibilities and hopes and dreams. And our children may one day be able to visit. In our elder years, we might someday book a flight to the moon or a voyage to Mars. But for right now, while we can't yet get to space, we can do a little bit more than dream. We can wake up. Your first day in is a discovery. From the moment you first push out from your pod, you are weightless. There are no words in the English language that accurately describe the feeling of true immersion. It's like describing how chocolate tastes. Until you've taken that first bite, the words mean nothing. I remember when I was a child and I came across a kiosk. For $10, I could play for 3 minutes. It was clunky, it was heavy, and it was low poly. but it was also a promise. That someday we would wake up in a future that our grandparents could only imagine imagining. That one day we could live our dreams even if we couldn't reach the stars. That future has finally arrived. Right here, right now in the present. This is that promise kept. It is that dream, but we are not asleep. Every player, every touch, every interaction is as real as you and I. We no longer need to dream. We no longer need to imagine. We no longer need to wish or hope or wait. Welcome to the future. This is Echo VR.
Hello! I can't. It's me, Psychaotic, with Psychaotic and Psychaotic. And, Psychaotic, we're here to cast this match. No, I'm kidding. I've actually got Offbeat in the booth with me. He's just being offbeat. And I've got Newton Dad on cams with me. As we have another master match up here tonight. Unfortunately, we had to pull that 9:30 EST cast because they were running a little bit late, but don't fret, we have more coming at you right now. We are continuing to follow Zen as they take on Redshift, and the quick ready-ups coming through, which means we will get right underway. That countdown is ticking, the stacks are in the tubes getting ready, the disc is in the middle, and away we go. Offbeat, take it away.
Yeah, Zen is first to it, but not able to grab onto the disc, and it is going to be Citizen with it. Looking to clear it up, is going to bounce it off of Double Diamond there, where it is going to get picked up by that stack from Zen. Zen, very considerately, is playing here in blue again, just like last time we saw them, to keep it, you know, nice and consistent for you, the viewers. That's the extra effort that we put in for you guys. We'll take credit for that decision happening, definitely. As it is going to be Fire Ninja looking to grab it in the trench, is going to get bounced around a little bit, and Citizen is going to get a nice little pull there to grab the disc, and is going to clear it away as here comes the stack, but no, it's going to bounce off of Cloud and down near Trap, where Caesar will pick it up and back it up.
Yeah, Caesar backing this up under pressure from Lulz, but Lulz coming away with it, putting in the long 3 attempt, but it'll be no good, bouncing off the shield into the hands of Citizen. Citizen getting stacked up with Zux here, and there is the clear attempt, but that Zen stack is already back there to pick this one up. It'll be in the hands of Isolate, and Isolate stacked with Fire Ninja, looking to get this one dribbled up, but no, Steel Skydiver on the back line, sending it into the hands of Heck. Heck sending in the long 3, no good, but Fire Ninja will clean it up for the 2.
Yeah, Fire Ninja doing a good job to read that bounce and get in position, though I'm a little curious. Like, this is Master. You can make those 3s. I'm a little curious why he didn't take that 3. Had space, was outside the bubble when he picked it up, so a little curious. We'll see if that comes back to affect them at all on the scoreboard, as Zen is up 2-0 now. Definitely looking to carry off. They had a bit of momentum going at the end of their last one. Let's see if they can pick up on the good aspects of what was going right there. Now Caesar with the disc is going to send it back to Double Diamond, where Steel Skydiver has it. Is looking for Zux. Zux finding that cross to Caesar. Is going to get stunned out, but is picked up again by Citizen. Citizen still threatening. Pass across to Zux. Zux dancing around. Is he going to make a move? There's the move. Taking it, putting it in the top of the net. Tying this one up at 2.
Great persistence there from Redshift. Despite getting stunned out, missing some crosses and things going wrong, they were able to pull through and put it in the end. And a quick shout out to Griffin and Soisy resubscribing to the channel while we were away. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So now it'll be Zen looking to answer back as that one up to Heck before getting stunned out. Heck over to Fire Ninja and the immediately passing up to Lulz, but no, Lulz gonna get his pocket picked by Citizen, but Lulz gonna seal it right back and get the stun, so he will recover here, sending it back to Fire Ninja on the cross rock. Now over to Heck. Heck going back to Fire Ninja and a slap back to Isolate. Quick passing here, now looking for Lulz in the bubble, but that'll be disconnected, so Steel Skydiver coming away with it, looking for the clear. It's gonna find Heck instead. Heck putting it right back into the hands of Steel, and Steel get this one cleared through. The stack is together for Redshift. Here's an open goal. It'll be Citizen driving in, finding the 2, and it'll put Redshift back up now 4-2.
Yeah, very critical stun coming in there from the Redshift team, kind of flowing in all after the fact, storming that goal as probably 7 of the 8 players in the server all stormed into the goal at that same moment, as it was just a waiting game to see when the goalie would get stunned out. As the rollout not looking great here from Zen. It is going to be picked up the other way by Caesar. Heck is able to make a play on it though, and Isolate will step up to clear that, but no, Caesar is going to step on that. The net is open, and that is in. It is Zux taking advantage of that open goal on the loss of possession there. Turning it around nice and quick and putting Redshift now up 7-2 as they are rolling here.
Oh man, you can't do that. You can't give him that open shot lane because the Master Tier, it's gonna go in every time. It'll be Isolate sending it up to Heck. An immediate slap up the field right into the hands of Zux. Zux going for that ceiling shot, picked up by Citizen, and put in for another rapid 3. And suddenly, what was just a 4-2 game a couple seconds ago is now 10-2 in favor of Redshift.
Redshift just absolutely keying on these rollouts from Zen. Picking them apart. Zen really, aside from that one chance earlier on where they got their 2 points, really haven't gotten it over mid, at least not with much consistency, as the pass, the clear through the end is read very well by Caesar. Those rollouts are just being picked up, and the long 3 isn't quite gonna fall, but it is gonna fall to Citizen, who will put that in with a nice tricky shot from up high to take it up 12-2, as wow, Zen just cannot get anything going right now.
Zen is, dare I say, on a pace. 5 minutes to go, or just over 5 minutes to go, and they are up by 10 with no sign of slowing down right now. They are just pressing down on the gas. It'll be Isolate picking this one up for Zen, sending it up high to Heck. Heck going across, looking for Fire Ninja, but that's a little disconnected. Fire Ninja getting a slap on it, but it'll be Caesar recovering. Taking that ceiling shot or ceiling pass, not sure which. Either way, it's in the Zen bubble, in the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for that high clear, barely getting it through those Redshift players, but they will be there first anyway. Caesar off the head of Heck, and that is bouncing loose. Now Heck getting a slap across to Lulz. Lulz with a possible opportunity here under pressure from that stack. Sends it back to Heck. Heck to Fire Ninja. One more cut to Lulz, and Lulz gonna put it away for desperately needed 2 points.
Yeah, nice little passing play, really taking advantage of. They're continuing exactly what they saw them doing at the end of the last game, where they really are playing that quick attack, that quick counter-attack game. where they're down there with 3 people waiting for a turnover, and then they have lots of time and they can get those good passing plays in. The problem, though, is getting themselves in the position to do anything there has been tough. Getting themselves in that position is back the other way. It's going to be saved there. Great little save and dump out by Isolate, as it is going to get cleared up out to the redshift zone, and not quite able to pick it up, though, as the stacks are a little slow, and will be Zux clearing it back out the right tunnel.
It'll be Lulz slapping it back to Isolate. Isolate going down low with that clear, bouncing wildly underneath the Ghost and Pac-Man area, handled by Steel Skydiver now. Steel under pressure from Heck, juking around on that Pac-Man, trying to get rid of it. Gotta send this one high mid, looking for that clear. It'll be recovered by Isolate, though. He's gonna slap this one up to Lulz. Lulz walking this one forward, and here comes the dribble attempt, but it'll be right into the hands of Citizen, and Citizen is going to reset it to Steel, who clears it right back.
Yeah, Zen having trouble getting it established if they don't have the numbers advantage already in the offensive zone when they turn the disc around. As Citizen now, with the disc, waffling a bit, trying to figure out which way he wants to go, is eventually going to find his teammate up the tunnel, and that's going to get cleared all the way and bouncing down below the goal. No immediate pressure from the stacks, but it is going to be lost there by Isolate. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, as it's going to be walked in. Good save by Isolate, but is going to get stunned, and Citizen is going to throw that one in and take them up 10 points now, as Redshift looking pretty dominant here in round 1.
Oh man, that was... I'm so sorry, Isolate. He worked so hard for that one, and you almost had it, but the stun coming in just in time for Redshift to put that one away for another 2 points. It'll be Isolate picking this one up now, sending it over to Heck, but that's going to bounce into the hands of Zux. Zux sending this one up high to Citizen. The long 3 attempt will bounce in, extending that lead now 17-4 for Redshift.
This is hard for Zen, because, again, very well-read rollout from the Redshift side. Doing a good job of picking that up, stalling it in the tunnel, and counter-attacking quick before anyone could really get back in the defensive areas. Isolate is going to get rid of that, get to Heck. Heck is going to clear it down to the trench. It's going to bounce up. They've got an open man there. It's Lulz with some time. Is it enough time? Yeah, it is, as Lulz is going to put it in and get a few more points on the board. Lulz with his 4th point of this opening round, and cut the lead to only 11.
Only 11, but with 1:40 to go, I don't think that's going to be enough time for Zen. However, they can start picking up some points and momentum here to take with them into the next round to propel them forward, as it will be Zux now sending this one up to Caesar on the ceiling. Lulz with the steal, but is going to get stunned out, so Fire Ninja recovering that one, looking to get it cleared. Doesn't quite find its mark, though, as it will hit some midfield geos. Now in the hands of Caesar, just inside the bubble, but no, here comes the Zen stack to steal it away, and this time the clear will also not be good. Right into the hands of Steel Skydiver. Steel's going to send that one high across to Citizen just outside the bubble. Coming down, looking for that bounce shot, and oh my goodness. It looked like Isolate grabbed it on the wrong side of the goal, so that will go in for 2 points. Unfortunate, or it might have been technical. Not sure, but either way, points are points.
Points are points, though at this point, the points aren't going to matter too much, as we've really hit that critical threshold with a minute left. 13-point lead, 11-point lead. It's not going to make too much of a difference. Right now, Zen needs to see if they can get these rollouts working. It is working theirs. It works well. It's all up to that final pass, as Lulz not quite able to reel that one in. Fire Ninja back the other way. Lulz taking that quick shot, doing a good job to get himself turned around and get it on target, but an equally good read by the goalie to pick that one up, as now it's gonna get cleared all the way in by Redshift. They are first to the disc. It's Steel Skydiver looking to bring it in, but no. Good job stacking back, and Fire Ninja will clear it out of immediate danger, as it's going to bounce around Bowtie. 8 seconds left. One last chance. Fire Ninja and Heck storming down the left side. It's going to fall into the trench, and that will not be enough. It's reset back to Zux, and Redshift will take this first one in definitive fashion. 19-6.
I am having some technical issues, so please carry on.
Absolutely. So, honestly, we talked about it a little bit as the round was going on. Redshift is really just having the time of their lives reading these rollouts from Zen. Zen has not been able to get set up. All of their points coming in so far have been on quick counterattacks, where they really have 2 or 3 people just sitting in the zone hoping that they can prevent the clear and get it back into the zone to get those quick 2 points. But that strategy really has not been working out for them here in the long run, as Redshift has been dominant whenever they've had the disc. If we look at the stats, we can look and see Citizen is really leading the way there with 12 points, 1 assist, 1 save. It's really been a great time to be Citizen right now, as really it's been quite the game for them. I'm sure Redshift came in, they're probably feeling really good about how they were playing right now. Zen maybe feeling a little more tired coming in from their last game. You feel like we saw them doing really well near the end of the last game here when we saw them on stream, but it seems like right now they're feeling a little sloppier. Maybe the pressure is getting to them. I know the pressure would absolutely be getting to me if my rollouts were getting picked like that, because you feel really, really helpless, unfortunately, as now it is the start of round 2. First minute here is going to be pretty defining in terms of whether they can turn this around. The stack, the headbutt coming in as Caesar is going to pick that one out of the air and turn it as Redshift now with their first chance of the round. Citizen, with all the space in the world, is going to find a teammate under the goal, and Zux is going to put that one away. Quick 2 points, and exactly what Zen did not need. Psycho, you back with us?
I am back, and all I have to say about that play was clean. Just a clean grab off of Joust with that headbutt coming in at Mach 5, picking it out of the air, sending it through. Clean passing there between Zux and Citizen in the bubble, just getting it done for Redshift. And here comes another, as that stack between Citizen and Caesar is so fast. Isolate didn't see it coming. They were able to grab that one and put in another quick 3 points. And just like that, we are not even a minute in, and Redshift is up by 5.
Up by 5, looking to pick up right where they left off. Sputnikoba, thank you so much for the hydrate. I am getting near the end of my water supply. We've been here for a bit this evening. This is being our 3rd game of an intended 4. We've been having a lot of fun here on the stream. So again, thank you for the hydrate. As it is, unfortunately, the rollout isn't going to work, and just like we've seen so many times, it is going to stall on that last pass, not quite able to connect to the walls, or at least not able to connect with walls with space, as here they come the other way, 3-on-1. Caesar's going to finish that one away, 7-0. We're only a minute and a half into this one, and Redshift, they want to go home. They want to have their midnight snack. They're ready to put this one into the books.
I'm sorry. Blackhawk just called me out in chat. I skipped a hangout with my friends tonight to cast. Thanks, Blackhawk. But anyway, it will be Fire Ninja on the floor. Oh no, a mishandle, but it's okay. Isolate is there to recover. Sending it back to Fire Ninja. Over to Lulz. Lulz up to Heck, and off the head of Steel Skydiver. It will go in for 2 points. And finally, Zen is on the board this round, cutting that lead down to only 5.
Yeah, and like that's the interesting thing about Zen. They're having trouble getting set up in the zone, but once they have, they've been moving the disc really well and really taking advantage of the fact that when you're on offense, you do have one more player available to play the disc than the defense, who's got a goalie stuck in the back there. And they've moved the disc really well. They've scored consistently. Every time they've been down there with a chance, it has gone in. The score is just telling, though, about how many times that's actually happened. Is back the other way now, as Zen really isn't able to get it back from Redshift. It's passed under the goal to an open man under the goal. Great save by Isolate, bailing his team out there, and he'll get out of immediate pressure. And oh, the slap back to the goal there is barely cleared, but barely is the key word, because it does force a bad play. Back comes Caesar the other way. Got an open man under the goal, and under the goal is Citizen. Citizen dancing around, gonna give it back to Caesar, say thank you very much. Ooh, looking for the bounce pass there. Not quite able to get it fall, but Steel Skydiver sitting back, waiting for that one. He'll find Caesar again. Caesar with another chance, this time ding off the post, but they've got all the time in the world, as Zen is really not able to launch any kind of counterattack. Finally getting control, solid control of the disc for a minute, and we'll get it up to mid.
To mid, but not for long. Right back into the hands of Citizen. Citizen, no getting his pocket picked and stunned out by Fire Ninja, and Caesar returning the favor, trying to send that one down to Zux. It will connect. Zux driving up from below, looking for that cut to Caesar, but it's a little bit over, I'm sorry, to Citizen. It's a little over his head, and Citizen will back this one up to Steel Skydiver on the station, who sends that right back in, up to Zux. And Zux is going to take this one down to the floor under some pressure there by Lulz. Opts to go back to Steel Skydiver again on the double diamonds. And Steel is looking to draw out some pressure, walking this one forward, being smart with it. And eventually we'll go across now to Citizen under the Pac-Man. Citizen firing up high, and then it'll be Caesar finishing it for another 2 for Redshift. Great disc movement and possession there by Redshift, even under that pressure, and not finding a ton of lanes in the bubble. They worked it around in the midfield to create those opportunities and eventually get it in.
That was a bullet of a pass coming in there. Crossing a long distance there, finding the man on the ceiling, because that man on the ceiling wasn't covered very well, and that's understandably because it's so far away from the play. So when you finally pick that up, everyone's like, what? They had someone there, and no time at all to react. It's a nice, easy put in. A great little pass there that really made the whole play. As now we're seeing Zen is set up. They're set up in the zone. Let's see if they can finish this one as they have been consistently doing. The pass is there, though, is going to be picked up. A good stun by Zux, who is going to clear it away. And Zen hasn't gotten a ton of chances this game. And so the missing this one is going to hurt as, Isolate looking to clear it. Not going to get it exactly how I wanted. Nearly tapped in there, but good job by the defensive stack from Zen. Getting back to prevent that one and keep that one out. As back the other way comes the stack. It is Fire Ninja with the long 3, putting it in. And just like that, despite the fact that time of possession is just massively in favor of Redshift this round, somehow it's still only a 4-point game.
Yeah, still only a 4-point game with 4 minutes to go. This is anybody's game here, as long as the Zen can keep up what they're doing right now with the movement and reading those passes from Redshift. As now another opportunity here, maybe bouncing? No, not going to be good, but it will be in the hands of Fire Ninja, so they will keep the possession here as they drive in toward the bubble. A numbers advantage over to Heck, and Heck will dump that one in for another quick 2 points. And suddenly, this lead is only down to just 2 for Redshift.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that Redshift has kind of been, when they've gotten to the zone, they've been slowing it down a lot. They've been taking their time, kind of letting their foot off the gas, as you will. And Zen has kind of taken that time to recover. There was a series back here while we were still sitting at a really wide lead where they had a few chances that Redshift wasn't able to finish. This one, though, is going to be finished by Citizen, who's going to stem the bleeding a little bit here. Kind of clawed it up and restore that to a 2-score lead, making 11-7 as we have 3.5 minutes left in this second round.
Just that pass from Zux, managing to thread all of those geos and find that deep team member. Just a great job there, as now it'll be Zen looking to answer back. The pass goes over to Heck. Heck over to Fire Ninja in the midfield, and Fire Ninja will send this one back to Isolate. Isolate gonna push it forward now, looking for Lulz. Lulz juking up on the floor, going over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja driving in, but no, will get stunned out. It's another chance here, maybe. Not good, though, as that will bounce up into the hands of Citizen, and Citizen is going to get this one cleared. The stack is together. The shot is good for Caesar. Another 3-pointer, and suddenly we are back at 14-7.
Yeah, incredible stack there from Caesar. They put it to a point. They knew exactly where they were going with that. That stack moving like peanut butter and jelly. They've been doing this their whole lives as they put that one in a perfect spot.
Would have been in the bubble, but off the post. Unfortunate placement there as Isolate comes away with it, sending it across to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja going for that reset to Lulz. Under pressure there from Citizen. Citizen comes away with it and fires the long 3. That'll be good. An 18-meter a second shot from 34 meters out. And that's going to put Redshift up by 10 now. Every time you think that Zen is about to get something going, or they've started connecting a string of passes, and they're moving toward the bubble, it's just an awesome read or a grab or something from Redshift to shut it down, and they're so quick to capitalize on those opportunities and put in those points. As now it will be another joust advantage for Zen, but just like that, another shot. That one will not be good, though, bouncing off the backboard high into the bubble. Zux recovering, juking around on the shoulder, looking to move in, but Isolate will shut it down, and Isolate looking to clear, but right into the hands of Steel Skydiver, up to Zux, and Zux is going to put in another 2 points for Redshift.
Yeah, I mean, Isolate really through both these games has been doing absolutely everything he can on defense, has been all over the bubble defensively, making a ton of plays in this game, already racking up a game-high 5 saves. Without those saves, this is absolutely a runaway mercy as the score is finally starting to reflect. Zen was in this for a while, even just because Redshift wasn't able to finish on a lot of their opportunities, but they have turned it back on here, have gotten that pressure up again, and the score is finally starting to reflect that as the clear is going to get all the way in. It's picked up. Nope, not quite picked up. There it is, the second try coming in. It's Caesar. After the initial stack missed it, is going to put up 22-7. That is a 15-point lead if I can do math, which I think I can. And with 22 seconds left, I think mathematically this one might be in the books.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, there's still another opportunity here for another set of points from one of these teams. If they move quickly enough, as Isolate is going to go up to Heck. Heck does not... Oh, manages to get that long 3 off, and oh my goodness. I thought for sure Citizen was going to get there in time, but no. Heck firing it off at 18 meters a second will at least, you know, bring home some points to put on the fridge. Yeah, that'll be the end of that game. That'll be the final score at 22-10 in favor of Redshift. Super unfortunate for Zen taking 2 losses tonight, but a well-fought battle on their end every single round of each game. Can't say enough for how well Zen played, but also can't say enough for how well Redshift played. Those stacks were just so fast, and the reads coming through from Redshift, I think, is what really shut down this game. Every time, I mean, I said it earlier, every time Zen started getting something going, Redshift was there to intercept and convert it for some quick points. But yeah, also, any thoughts from you on this game?
Yeah, I'm sure if you're Zen, you can, I think you look at this and you say, there was a definite change in quality between the first game we saw them play here and the second game. I'm sure they'll want to look back and figure out what was the cause of that difference. Maybe it was the back-to-back session. Maybe it was just the opponents. Like, Redshift came out here and did a very good job of shutting down their strategy. I'm sure if you're Zen, you're doing the whole schoolyard echo thing. If you're calling out last goal wins, as I'm sure Zen would love to have with that, which was a very nice 3-shot at the end to close it out. Maybe they can at least take solace in that. As I think that's about it. That brings us to the end of what has been a long and fun night of some NA Master Echo Arena.
Yeah, it certainly has been fun, and though that's the end of our matches tonight, it's certainly not the end of the matches this week, so check back on the channel. I'm sure we've got more stuff going on this week, but until then, I have been Psychaotic. With me has been Offbeat, and on the cams, running the stream, doing everything, has been Newton Dad. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.